All right, the warm-up buzzer just went off. The girls are getting ready to do their warm-up chant, and then we will be dropping the buck here, likely after they do the national anthem. Going back on mute here for just a moment. For everyone else that just joined us, they just got done doing the warm up. We're going to be doing anthem here in just a moment.
Number 11, Anya Patrick. Number 19, Rossi Tagalog. Number 20, Jane David. Number 22, Catherine. Number 36, Harper Simon. And in goal, Ellie. And number 37, Elway, Ryan Baker. Elway, number 1, on defense, number 44, Ryan Messina. On defense, number 12, Aubrey Rock. And again, number 31, Sterling Price. And now, please rise for your caps as the honor of the national anthem.
All right, looks like we're ready for some hockey. Looks like we have another new set of refs. Well, that made me nervous and speechless there for a moment. Sorry. West Canada drilled right into Team West pretty hard. We were able to get it out and back over into West Can or West Canada. Looks like we have a breakout with Team West trailing behind, but we have no goal. We will be having a face-off in Team West zone. Outstanding save by our goalie. Looks like we have a little bit of a delay. The other coach is pulling the ref over for a quick discussion, delaying the game. I'm not sure what's happening. West Canada has a girl on the ice, extra player, and the refs are having a deep discussion about something going on. Not sure. I think they might be discussing the defenseman who threw her stick to try and stop the play when they had a breakaway. I'm not sure what's happening. Looks like we're getting an interference call. Oh, a penalty shot? I don't know. Well, we haven't even had 1 minute of game time on the clock and lots of discussion around what happened. West Canada's coaches are giggling to each other, so I think they believe they're right. So we're going to have a penalty shot. Goalie saved the day again. It's a good way to finish that drama off. And now we're still going to have a face-off in our zone. West Canada is putting a lot of pressure on Team West. And it looks like Team West is giving it right back. Team West was able to get a quick pass to the center and shot on goal. But the rebound got reset out of our zone. Gonna move back into Team West. There's lots of play with the body here. Beautiful grab out of the air by our goalie. It's a pretty quick shot by Team West. And one more face-off in our zone. It's a little bit different than our last game. Team West showed up with a full bench. Unlike the Boston Whalers with their half-size bench. Looks like West Canada has some game plays involved where they're setting up. I've seen it twice now where they tried to set up the same play. That must be their winning move. We took a shot on our goal. Our goalie saved the day again. May that continue every time they shoot on us. Another face-off at 12:07 in the first period. Very nice. Got it across the neutral. Iona is all over that puck, trying to put pressure on it. She took a shot. Went off the goalie's legs. Iona trying to set up her team for a lane to get a shot off. We're trying to hold the line. Trying to get some fresh skates in here. As Canada tries to get there. Oh, we got a bit of a rush going. Lost the puck. Oh, we had a shot on goal. But their goalie pulled it out of the air. So we will have face-off in Canada's zone. It's out of their zone during the face-off. Canada tried to do a D-to-D pass along the blue line, and it was the wrong angle. That was only gave us a few moments of rest while it was in our zone again. Rebound, and they put it in on our goal. First goal on Team West at 9:42. the face-off, the center ice, they were able to skate straight down the center and score on Team West. That was, I think, about 6 seconds. Something of note on this team, they are currently undefeated. In first place on our pool. We are 1 point below them due to our overtime shootout. We were able to get out of our zone, but we had no icing. Good news for Team West. Oh, we were right there. Maddie had a shot. It went off the goalie's legs. She tried to get her rebound and was unsuccessful. Not without trying hard. So we're regrouping in Team West zone. The puck has dribbled back out into neutral, and they being Canada, are trying to drive it back in. To the battle on the back wall behind our goal. Canada tried to do a quick backhand shot. And then a one-timer hit the post. They are not shy about shooting on us every opportunity. Not that that's a bad thing. I'm sure the coaches love it. Goalie is able to do another body block. There's a lot of back and forth right in front of our net. It's pretty scary. We are working on putting pressure on the Canadian team, and we need to get it out of our zone so we can get some fresh legs. Oh boy. Not sure that was clear on the video, but they went D to D to someone sitting on our front porch right in front of our goalie. And she tried to shoot. The goalie stopped it. And just a moment ago, as I was explaining what happened on the last play, they regrouped and went in and scored on Team West. So we have a 3-0 game at 7:10 of the first period. This is a rough game 3 for Team West. Canadians were able to bury it deep in our zone. We have Fiona taking the puck up, driving it into their zone hard, with the Canadian team in tow. We have a lot of effort trying to get that puck toward net, but we are hitting the Canadian players as we're trying to find a lane to that goal. All right, we have an icing call on Canada. So we will swap back over to the Canadian zone. There's 6:27 on the clock. They have some very fast skaters on the team, but did not help them. Our goalie did a fantastic job again, able to stop that shot. Face off in the Team West zone. just seen a icing on Canada. The last one to pump the puck. Face off in Canada's zone. We're getting some fresh skaters on the ice. Canada decided to keep all but one of their players, from what I can see. And one more icing call on Team Canada. We will reset. Too many more of these, and the girls, everybody is going to be tired. I'm tired for them at this point. We're down to 5:31 on the clock in period one. And one more icing on Team Canada. Looks like the Canadian team decided they were tired, so they are changing out their entire crew. Not a good spot. It ended up with a person at the point. There was no lane. Ended up hitting one of their own players as they were screening our goalie. And we have an offside call now on Canada. Team West cycled out a few players. Canadians did the same. With 4:38 on the clock. Fiona was doing some great pressure in that group. And another offsides. Yeah, Fiona taking a shot from the right side, glanced off of their goalie's leg pad. We are trying to fight for possession at this point behind their goalie. And it's snuck passing out into the zone. We are back in the Canadian zone, trying to drive around and hopefully center the puck to Team West. If it wasn't for the goals on the scoreboard, the girls seem pretty evenly matched in intensity. Team West was able to get it out of their zone. They are cycling out all but one of the Team West players. Harper was able to recover that puck as it started drifting back into our zone. Whoa. There's a bit of a body check on Harper. And the ref just shrugged it away. Maybe they played the puck first. I couldn't see because it was below the ice eye line on the board. Got a shot on goal, kind of bounced off the top of their goalie's head. It was close. Got a foot race with Harper trying to cut off, and she was successful. Canada, they're working on getting that puck out again. We're unsuccessful. All right. We're out, but Canada is all over us at this point. Canada's trying to get it away from us. So put it over to this close side. Oh. Tire blowout on one of our players. She was going down the center. Woo! Got that of a wreck. One of the Canadian players got sandwiched between two of ours. Looks like she's okay and back up. There's no penalties or anything. This might be one of those games that they do with championships, and just there's going to be no penalty calls. It's icings and offsides. The announcer, the rink just called out the 1 minute warning on the period. We have a icing, nope. They saved it at the goal line. It's back out of the Canadian zone. We're back into the Canadian zone with 30 seconds left on the clock. And another breakaway for Canada. Oh, I lied. There's going to be a penalty on tripping on Team West. Unfortunately, she played her skates and not the puck first. Pretty sure I just saw the ref do a interference call, not a tripping that I assumed. We had a deflection off a Team West player up into the upper, above the glass, into the netting. So we will have another face-off. Right now, Canada's on a power play. We are on the defense. Minute 47 left on the penalty clock. 2 seconds left in period one. So this will go into a defensive posture into period two in about 60 seconds. I'm going to go on mute for now. All the fans were just staring over the railing. Looks like Team West lost a player. Equipment malfunction. To come off and take one of her skates off. We're not sure what happened there. Never have a good game without a little drama. Yeah, Fiona just ripping down the ice, challenging Team Canadians to keep up. She put a shot, but it hit the post. She was able to interrupt one of the Canadian passes and keep it in the zone. This is a great way to do a penalty kill. We have 55 seconds left in the box in the top of the second period. There's that same play, D to D, always to the left side, their left side, and they take that shot. If there's not anybody at the doorstep, this happens again. Hopefully our girls see that and start ruining their plays. Canada tried to rip a puck all the way down center ice and it was stopped by Harper. All right, we are giving them 0 lanes to our goal, blocking them. Got a deflection off our goalie that went down the board and back out of our zone. This line is doing a fantastic defensive job as the penalty clock dropped out. We are back to full power. They just took a shot on our goalie, hit the inside of the glove and popped out. Our defenseman was able to grab it and bring it around, and we've got it back out. Canada had nearly too many players on the ice, but they did a quick jump backwards onto the bench, which was impressive. We have Harper taking the puck up the far left wall, got it across the red line. So there's no icing as she buried it deep into the Canadian zone. A lot of action going along that wall, as you can see. Did a center to a wing pass right across the front and then took a shot. It's a pretty smooth move by the Canadians. Team West is doing a fantastic job on defense. Definitely makes it hard for us to be on offense when we're all on defense, but we are stopping them from scoring. This seems to be the A-line for Canada. Same trio of shooters, it seems. Two of them went off the ice and cycled out, so I think that gave us an opportunity to get back into their zone. Did a cross the ice pass to one of their players. Just took a shot, went wide, back off the back glass. We took another shot, number 8 here, deflected with her body. And the puck is back into neutral and back into the Canadian ice with Fiona hot on her tail. One of the Damon girls, sisters, pushing that puck down into the Canadian zone. Good effort. They are going for a goal off our goalie. Our goalie is just doing amazing because she is taking a lot of shots. Second part of that is she is smothering that puck as fast as she can, so there are no more rebound goals. Looks like we're pulling in a couple more fresh skates on the ice for Team West for a face-off. Ooh, we had a Team Canada West, Team Canada, sitting on the front porch there, and she got shut out by number 11 defense Team West, who just took it all the way down the boards into in his zone. Short-lived, but it was fantastic effort on her part. And it took a shot, hit the outside of the net, so it went a little bit wide. Got some back and forth going behind our net. Now we're trying to get it out of our zone while in control, but Canada was able to keep it in. Canadian West was successful. They, again, lots of back and forth along the goal line. They were able to find an opening to someone right in front of our goalie and was able to get it in goal. At this point, we are 4-0. Team West is down with 7 minutes left in period 2. All right, we're back into the zone with Maddie putting pressure, forcing Team Canadian West to try and get the puck away. And there's one of their superheroes again, number 19, took a very hard shot on our goalie, and she flipped out of there like it was nothing. Team West just cycled out their whole line. Canadians chose not to do any part of their line. Great job by one of the Damon sisters. Able to get that stick right as soon as she took a shot. Lots of good pressure on part of Team West. They are doubling up on all of their players. Ooh. Team Canada was able to get a really good shot. Went right past our goalie, but hit the post. Got a hold up back behind our goalie. Canadian West hands are really good about pinning our girls into the wall and essentially holding them there to delay any kind of defense that that person can provide. We're 5:15 on the clock in the second period. We have spent a long time in the Team West, but looks like we just had a high stick called. As the puck was in the neutral zone, and it looks like we are lots and lots of people were not agreeing with that puck drop at center ice with a high sticking called on Canada. Team West is really starting to make sure that they are between the Canadians, so their passes are more difficult and being interrupted constantly by our team. All right, some weird delayed offsides. It went out. Could be that these are just sometimes refs. Don't judge me, I am not an expert. Team West is putting a lot of pressure on the Canadians. Canadians got popped off her feet and sounded very loud as she hit the back wall behind our goal. She popped right back up. We took a shot and hit one of our players where probably there's not a lot of padding on the back. She seems to be okay. Might have a bruise out of the whole thing. We have Maddie trying to bring the ice down. Gave a pass to her teammate right between the legs. We need to hang out in the Canadian zone for a while. Maybe take a few shots. Maddie did a great job trying to keep it in. A bit of a shoving max with number 8 on their team. Canadians took an opportunity to take a quick shot on our goal, which was deflected so they could change out their line. They have fresh skates on the ice to just took a quick little snapshot on our goalie and she plucked it out of there again like it was nothing. We have 2:41 left in the second period. We are trailing by 4 goals. It is 4-0 right now. 3 of those goals were in period 1. It was a rough, definitely the roughest single game period we have had so far in this tournament. Canadians were successfully able to grab that puck from us and center it to a waiting player. Took a snapshot on us, but our goalie did a great job stopping it. Another face-off with 2:07 left in the second period. A bit of delay there as some of our players were slowly getting off the ice. Thankfully, the refs didn't punish us for being tired, jumping the wall. Some good wall moves going on by Team West. There is some shoving and poking going on between both teams at this point. We are playing like we want to get a goal. It's always a good plan. Canadians are back in our zone. Harper cutting off and taking possession of the puck, trying to get it out along the wall. It's unsuccessful, but we were successful between number 19 and 34. We're back in the zone. There is a lot of body contact going on. Thankfully, the refs are still letting the girls play like I believe they need to keep the game momentum moving. They were able to take another shot, and our goalie plucked it out of the air. We have 31 seconds left in the second period. We cycled out our whole line. Ooh. The Canadians are really good when that puck is loose in front of our goal. They crash it hard and just try and bump it in. Looks like there's some verbal warnings from our defenseman to the Canadian player who tried to poke the puck in after the whistle had blown. Boy, our girls are taking a hammer. They were blocking at least 3 shots with their body as the Canadians were taking shots above the point circle. All right, that's the end of the second period. We're starting the third period here, trailing the Canadians by 4 goals in about 60 seconds. Be right back. All right, looks like we are going to have a puck drop here at the start of the third period. Full 5-on-5 players, no penalties. Let's go. Looks like we're going to push down into the Canadian zone, puck back behind their goalie. Another quick slap, burying it deep down to the goal line. Not gonna lie, it's great to say that we are in their zone. There's a lot of pressure. Oh, it's almost there with a centering puck to one of our players. Canadians are taking their turn on our goal right now. Another deflection off our goalie's stick. And working on getting that puck out of our zone. Great point there was their defenseman was going to their bench, so there's nobody there to recover the puck, keep it in their zone. So we are, or in our zone, I should say. So we are back in the Canadian zone. Oh, we've got 2 shots so far going toward their goal. One of them connected with their goalie. And they decided to get a whistle blown on an icing because they were getting outmatched there. So they're changing out some of their players. That was great pressure by Team West. Another face-off with 12:06 left in the third period. We got a pick-up from our defense Harper over to, I think, number 19, and then Iona was able to recover it and get a goal on the board for us. Lots and lots of happy parents. Lots of smiles from the girls. Let's keep the momentum. Get out there and do it again.
First goal that team's given out.
Oh, and so Maddie's dad just told me that that is the first goal this team has given up in this tournament. So if anything, we ruined their record. That's always a fun thing. I'm a terrible parent, sorry. Their goalie really is good. But that was a fantastic play and lots of determination on the part of Team West to get in there and get that puck. Well, to talk about possession time, they definitely have us on possession time, but it's really not that much more than what we have. But their goalies really, just like ours, has really played fantastic. Team West got some of their players off the ice to take a break. We are currently working on Canada to get out of our zone. Oh, and a beautiful poking of the puck by number 19. She brought it all the way down to behind their goal. Nobody's staying on their feet at this point. Ice is slippery. Doesn't help when they're shoving each other. Well, we got a shot on goal, got deflected by their goalie's leg pad. All right. Canada was able to get it out to a waiting Team West defense player. back in the zone, back in neutral. They are going down. One of their active shooters there, number 4, takes a significant amount of shots on us. Over to their player number 19, who is pushing into our crease, but our goalie was able to smother it and ruined her attempt to get another goal on us. Now the scary thing, they had 2 players in front of our goalie ready for them to center it from behind our goal, but our goalie was able to smother it again. Face off. We were able to win that face off, and we are on our way to their zone, but we got picked off at their line. These turnovers on that line. We were able to get a shot off, but it was not able to connect with our goalie or our goal. So we are putting some fantastic pressure on them, not allowing them to wind up. If we keep this up, they will not get another goal this game. A bit of a turnover here right at the center ice. They're trying to bury the puck back behind our goal again so they can set up with the player on our doorstep. Got a battle on the walls. It's just a moving battle. Can't see it, but there's a couple of their girls that are significantly taller than our players on the wall, and we're just essentially pushing them down onto the ice. One of our players took a puck to her wrist in between her pads. And she was able to get off the ice. All right, so we're back to full players on the ice. The stick's been removed. Yona was able to skate all the way down and get a shot straight down the center on their goalie, but it went into rebound mode, and they've been battling to get it back in. We are doing a delayed offsides. We reset, and Canada is going to try and get out of their zone. They're unsuccessful. Looks like we have Fiona's speed, which is unmatched to that current player. All right. We've got looks like what a 2-on-2. The constant body contact between the girls is really significant. One of our players basically got shoved off her feet. She was able to pop back up. Again, looks like we have sometimes refs, and none of it's going to be around contact. Team West buried the puck down into the Canadian zone. It getting an icing call, but we will cycle out our tired players. Same with Canada. There's a lot of huff and puffing coming off those two lines on both teams. So great energy out there. We have 5:48 left in period 3. Face off in Team West zone. And I was able to get an open lane to take a shot, and our goalie stopped it cold. Did go into rebound mode, but the refs blew the whistle. Face off. Canada won that face off. Passing's getting a little erratic because we are putting so much pressure on them. We are playing them like we are trying to do a penalty kill with all 5 players on 5 players. It's doing a fantastic job. We're coming down to right at the 5-minute mark, the third period, with the puck traveling all the way across the ice for an icing against Team West. Is okay because both teams are cycling out their players for another face-off on Team West. 5 minutes left. Score currently is 4-1. The first goal given up the entire tournament by this West Can team. We got a lot of back and forth going behind our goal. As Canada is trying to keep it in, and we are trying to get it out. They were able to get a shot off near our goalie, but she plucked it out, even though it would have passed harmlessly outside of our goal. There's the start of that same play, D to D on the left side, showing up to some of their players that set up shop right in front of our goal. And we are officially onto that game. That play is not working for them anymore, which is great for us. We have 4 minutes left in that third period. A player that took a puck into her wrist is back out there playing hard as ever. Doing some. Again, the refs did not call too many players on the ice and allowed them to jump back into their spots at all the same time. Lots of neutral zone time. We are working on getting onsides and back in. Looks like we will put some pressure on their goalie now. We're battling directly behind their goalie, 2-on-1. We won that fight. We were able to take one shot, got the rebound, and then Canada was able to sneak it away from us. We got a shot toward the goal, but it went high to the left of their goal. All right, we are back out and back in. Harper was able to get it in deep so we can put some pressure. Always best to keep the other team reacting versus making the plays. Oh, that was scary. Scary Mean, they had two players going right in, and the pass was a little off, got loose, and Harper was able to knock it out. So, fast forward 10 seconds, and we are back in our zone. We are trying to set up a shot, but we keep ruining it. We have a minute 23 left on the clock and the game. Getting some cheers from Team West as we are putting some serious pressure on the Canadians. We are sub-minute now. .40 seconds left, and we got back into their zone while they are trying to do a cross ice passing. They were able to get it out. We're looking to get back in there with that final 25 seconds. Some more pressure on them, but they got it back into our zone. 15 seconds left in the game. West can lead us by 3 goals. The score currently is 4-1. Final few seconds as it goes down, and a icing is called, and that is game. Team West did fantastic. That makes the West Canadian team undefeated in this tournament, but they are no longer have a complete shutout due to Team West. Fantastic job. It was a good game. It was a very tough game. So we'll get the fist bumps out of the way. Appreciation toward our refs. And then I'll let it stream for another about 30 seconds, and then it will be time to shut it down. I believe we have a game tomorrow morning. I am not positive on what time that is. I won't tell you the wrong time. I just know it's tomorrow. We don't know our placement in the tournament at this point because there are 3 more 12 teams after this game that will determine final positioning for Saturday, Sunday, and between the 2 pools. All right, the Zamboni's coming out. This will be the end of the stream. Thanks for watching.